It's preparing. Let's see if it's, I think it's going to work. Yes. Woo! We are live, Judith. We are live, honey.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, so just a moment. Let me share this. You can share as well, Judith. So welcome, Facebook people, amazing souls. Today is the grand day to interview Judith Martinez Ramos. Let's see if it's working. Yes, Facebook. So, yes, we are live, Judith. So let me share on my the Shine Academy. You can share as well, okay, Judith?
I might just share this afterwards because I'm afraid that if I touch anything, I'll.
Oh, you can use your cell phone. This is what I'm doing.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so that more people can see you, can see us, and that's the aim.
Oh, I can see you right now. Okay, share. Let's share it to my page. Let's see what happens. Okay. Ready.
Yes. Woohoo! Welcome, Judith, for this interview. I'm so happy. I'm so glad, in fact, to be here, sharing our moments that we had together, right?
Yeah,
And
thank
you are such an incredible person with an incredible son, Isaac.
you.
And I have to just say that. And you are an amazing healer. So, can you introduce yourself to everyone here?
Sure. Well, thanks for having me, first of all, and I'm really honored to be here. Well, I'm healing facilitator for so many years. I've done so many different techniques, the quantum hypnosis healing technique from Dolores Cannon. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, a star magic healing facilitator, energy healing pretty much. And yeah, more than anything, I empowered people to help themselves pretty much, heal themselves. Um, you know, everybody always talks about niching down, but to me, that hasn't really worked for me because people come to me for various different reasons. There's people who have come to me for grief. There's people who have been coming to me for shadow parasite removal, removal of entities and that sort of thing. I do a lot of like shamanic healing. See, even at a distance, you could be like on the other side of the world, and the energy healing techniques that I use, they're really, really effective. What else do they, just various reasons. Some people just need to be empowered and they need to be reminded of who they are and what they're capable of doing. And so, I've just been really blessed to have the most amazing teachers and the most amazing opportunities that have gotten me to where I'm at, really. Yeah, it's not a weekend course, it's taken a lifetime of learning, of understanding myself, of coming to terms with my own magic, coming to terms with who I am, all of that, all of that. And I'm 43 years old, and it just feels more like it's all just coming together and in one whole package. So yeah, really
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you in terms of when you said about to have a specific niche. And I agree because my aim is to help soulpreneurs, but also I help committed souls, in fact, who want to transform and really find out who they are and what they can do when they tap into their true essence.
Yeah.
So, Judith, can you share how you started uh, in this holistic world, what made you say, oh, this is amazing, I want to know more about it?
Oh my goodness. Well, I take it back to when I was a little girl, really. Like I knew it was different. I felt different. I would see things, and my cousin, like, would tell her, like, did you see that? Did you see those lights? Did you see it? No, you're crazy, she would tell me, and just seeing my grandfather, he, doing it was just like normal. It wasn't like called anything, but it's really what it is. It's curanderismo techniques of like sobada, the anginas, there's massage to help
Oh,
a cold. He would do like this cone in the ear and light it up on fire to help with like ear infections and ear pain. Um, so just seeing these things as a child, and my parents had a acupuncturist from Portugal, and he would come over to our house, and he would treat people from our house. Um,
wow.
I was a little girl, and I just loved all this stuff. I was just like absorbing it all. And my father is a sobador in Mexico. He still does the healing work. And I learned that throughout my lineage, I there is a lot of healers in my family,
Mm-hmm.
and actually both sides of my family.
Oh, it's an ancestral gift.
That's still there. And also through tapping into my Akashic records through your program, I found out a lot of the my gifts from my ancestors. Really,
Yeah, we work a lot on it.
we did work on that, and it was really fun, and
Yeah.
getting to know them, and to be able to call upon them when I need them and stuff. That's been
Mm-hmm.
really life changing. Really, yeah.
Yes. So when we were working together, in fact, we were working through your Akashic realm. Uh, what was really impressive for you that you said, oh, a door has just opened for myself? Do you remember any moments or something specific that, wow, that's the big takeaway?
Well, the whole thing was a big takeaway.
Ah,
Every single session that I had with you was just so amazing, and it's been a while. It's probably been what, a year almost.
I
It's been
guess
a
so.
while. Yeah, it's been a while. So, but the thing is, where I was at that time, I really needed your assistance to help me, to guide me, um, and you did amazing with that. Um, and the thing is that when we're all very powerful. We're all very psychic. Everyone is. I truly believe that we all have this. And
Mm-hmm.
when you have like two pretty much practitioners that have been doing this for a while, and come together, it's just more powerful. I think like the vivid image
Yes, true.
that I would get while I was working with you, it was pretty incredible. Like we both knew it, that we both saw the information, we both knew it at the same time, and it was really awesome. It was amazing. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
I remember that when we were working on your technology.
Mhm.
Yes, because we learn tools and techniques. That's I always say that we bring our technology. It's our way of doing and being and using it to fulfill our purpose and transforms people's lives.
For the
So I remember that when we downloaded the quantum manifestations. Do you remember this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Uh-huh.
um, yeah, and it's all individual. Like we all have our gifts. We are the technology. We are you know the magic. Really, we all have
Yeah,
it.
we are the
We
magic.
all are. And but by knowing ourselves, by understanding who we are, where we come from, and our unique gifts, that's really what aligns everything to your purpose, to your mission, to the projects that you're working on. Everything has to be in alignment with who you are, your gifts. and really your mission here on earth. We all have different missions, and it changes too.
Yes.
It changes sometimes, like, wow, I
Exactly. I
wow.
call it purpose evolution because if we keep evolving, like we are seekers, right? We are always seeking more and more. So, what I noticed that for myself, that my purpose in the past, not long ago, my main focus was the one-to-one mentoring. And then I found out that I have to help people in groups, massive transformation to a group of people, to a mass. So, and then it was something really revealing. That's what I'm working now and inviting that I call Akashic Business Elite. There's a program, a membership inside the Shine Academy. And then it was like this, and now I am in this moment that I am inviting people to join. The same way that I did with you, now I can help more people. So, can you share some aha, that you had around you, the purpose evolution in your business?
Yeah, totally. So, my big aha moments when working with you was definitely meeting like I don't know if you remember like Harmona and Doroteo, which were definitely just other aspects of me. We're all multidimensional, and I saw them clearly. Pretty much like they're other
Mm,
parts of me, and they were all shamanic healers. They were all in nature. And they just came to remind me, who I truly am and my gifts, and to be more sure of myself, of my gifts, of who I am, instead of like looking always outside. Just invited me to really look inward and to see the other soul aspects of me and get to know them. Um, yeah. Sorry, I like lost the second part of that question.
yeah, this how they helped you in your life, in your business. When you had this aha, these energetics of these aha moments are so important because they boom, they foster, rapid transformation in ourselves and our business.
Oh,
So,
it changes
did you
everything.
change something around your business from those moments on?
Yes, I did. I realized, like I've been a healer in other lifetimes, and like I was being really pressured by business coaches, which they're very different from what we do, what I
Yeah, that's true.
notice. And sometimes it's not, we can't always be practical because we are working, most of us are empaths working from our heart. And
Yeah.
if somebody comes to me with a problem of addiction, which they have, I'm not going to turn them away just because, oh, well, I only work on, weight loss, or I only, you know what I mean? It's,
Yeah,
I've
sure.
come to understand, okay, this is who I've always been. In other lifetimes, I've been a healer. I've worked with various different types of healing modalities. And I'm not going to, just because it's, the famous thing nowadays to niche.
Yeah. Or what is
Gonna,
totally normal. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's not what I do. That's uh,
Mm-hmm.
I never turn people down. Like if somebody comes to me and we, even if it's something that I've never worked on, I'm like, okay, well, we'll go in and it's mostly just tapping into the technology, tapping into the quantum field. And that's where all the answers are, really. They're in the air.
Yeah.
And just being that antenna to be able to
Mm-hmm.
um, connect and communicate and understand all those things clearly. That's
True.
just really,
Yeah.
being
It's all about energy, right, Judith?
exactly. And
So,
that's what
yeah.
has turned my business around. That I just, first of all, knowing who I am and who I serve and my purpose and my mission, that's
Mm-hmm.
definitely life changing for me, really.
Yeah. Foundation questions. Who am I really? What I'm here for? What do I really want? So when these questions are really, you are very clear about the answers, you can set a strong foundation. Yeah. To grow yourself and your business or any areas of your life, to be receptive to abundance. This is, yeah.
And that's one thing that you totally helped me with, the whole
Yeah,
abundance thing. To realize that we are all abundant. We all already have everything, you
exactly.
know, and I used to have a problem with seeing this before I met you, you know.
Oh,
I had a, you know, I would always look at the lack, and
yes.
you showed me how to just see that we are abundant. There's an abundance of everything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we've all just been lied to, the scarcity, and it's just a big lie. And
Yeah.
you know, more than anything, I feel like abundance is a feeling that we have to embody. Uh,
Embody.
body, yeah.
Exactly.
That's,
And exactly, Judith. That's why I say that we have to make new choices on a daily basis, and choices like I am creating this, I am creating that. You know, choices they open our awareness to what we are not seeing. So your perception is tuned into this container of abundance. Why? Because we start making choices about exactly this, that I am abundant already. I don't have to search for it. It's already within me because we are divine,
yes.
right? In
Everything's already
spirit.
within us. Yeah.
Yes. So, what's your choice? What choices are you going to make today for yourself, for your kid, for your business? What choices? So, based on this container of plentiness, I don't know if this word exists. Yeah, I have plenty. We always have plenty. So, that's what our choice should be based on, this plentiness that we are already. So just, and then you pull energies. I have children saying that, pull energies of what you want
It's
to
a,
create.
it's
Yeah.
a moment to moment decision, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And more than anything, Angela, I really think the being awareness is huge, you know, being
Oh, yeah.
aware of not just who you are, but what you're doing. And moment by moment, you know, like, okay, well, is this decision going to help me move forward with my plans and with what I'm doing? Or is this going to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
make me go backwards? And so, you know, yeah, the power of choice, the power of decision, it's so, so important on our daily lives.
Yeah.
Even like going to the gym or going for a walk instead of just
Mm-hmm.
being in bed or just being lazy, you know, it's a very day by day, moment to moment decisions that we have to make. So
Yeah. And these decisions that we're talking about, we are given the infinite possibilities. What else is possible here? What else is possible here? How can it get any better than this? So ask these questions because you are pulling energies from this container of plentiness, from the divine, right? So what are the infinite possibilities for me, for this, for what I want to create? You know, this is so important because we're opening to receiving more. Makes
yeah,
sense for you? We
yeah. And
working
like I
on,
said,
yeah.
yeah, like I said, it does change a lot. And it just depends, you know, like you know, a year ago, I was in a whole different place, even mentally, not physically, but mentally, emotionally, I was in a whole different place. And, you know, just yesterday, actually, I was in meditation. I went inwards and I was talking to my higher self. I was getting answers.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's just like, wow, I thought I had parts of the puzzle, but like the more that you do it, the more you get used to doing it, um, the stronger the connection becomes.
True.
And I feel like that's what we do, Angela. You and I, we help people get connected to that part of themselves within themselves.
With the body. This body awareness for me is everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that we a lot of spiritual people forget the body component.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think it's the key component. Yes, and I downloaded this Akashic alignment through the body. You know that I work through the body and always opening for infinite possibilities in the quantum field. You call quantum field, I call divine consciousness.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so work from the container of plentiness always, and we have this. Not only focuses on your shadows, but there is potential in your shadows, there is potential in your fears. When you decided, when you we are talking about making choices, when you choose to see potential there. Because if you are like a victim, you will be there forever. Yes.
And and just how these days, like, you're even people are paying for like AI prompts.
Mhm.
There's nowadays, like, I was like thinking, like, we gotta have these prompts for to talking to our higher self, so that we could get the
Exactly.
right. Because I was asking yesterday. I've had some challenges in like my diet, with my weight. And this is not like from now, it's been like my whole life that I've had these challenges. And, just asking the right questions, like, what is it that I have to learn from this? What is this trying to teach me? And asking that about everything,
Yeah.
people that are in your life. Why is this person in my life? What is this trying to teach me? What
Yeah. What
are
am
they
I
mirroring back to
receiving?
me?
Mm-hmm.
What am I learning from this? And like I said, just having that awareness, um, like just recently that I was talking to my higher self, I realized that one of the biggest things that I need to help people with now is getting over sugar, because it's very addictive. And it's something that I personally have had a problem with.
Oh,
And it's affected my health. My We're talking about the physical container. To be those powerful antennas that we are, we need to have, this clarity, not just in the mind, but in the body, and, eating clean and that sort of thing. I've had challenges with this. And, being Mexican, I mean, we eat really good, delicious
yeah. And
food,
Mexican
but
food is really good.
it is, but it's not always the healthiest. And so,
Oh, yeah, sure.
it just has to be that balance. And, with hypnotherapy, I'm able to um, help people with the subconscious mind and the negative programs that we, pretty much been programmed since childhood. And when it's
Mm-hmm.
something like culturally, well, it's even harder to break, because it's like in your DNA almost, like
Yes.
in my DNA.
Do you
So,
know what my mother used to do? You talk about sugar addiction. I'm
uh,
not addicted to sugar, but when I was crying, as a child, and so I was crying, I was freaking out. My mother used to take my pacifier, and she poured sugar like this, dip into sugar and give to me. You see?
yeah, so it sparks something in the brain for sure.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what
And
our answers really, like, just going inward. I got the answer that, because I was asking, well, what is this, sugar addiction? Or is it an entity? Is it an attachment to something? And I'm like, no, it's more like not just a program, but it's something that has been used to control us.
yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you. Like a drug.
A drug. It's a drug. Yeah.
It's a
And
drug.
we drug ourselves.
Yes.
We poison ourselves, really.
Oh, yes. So much with alcohol, food,
Food.
eating too much.
Yeah.
It's also a drug, right?
I'm eating too much. And I asked about that too. And it's, from like not feeling enough. Like, when is it enough? When is it going to be enough?
Exactly.
Why are you shoving this down your throat? And when is it going to be enough? And then that's where, where you also come in, and you say the plentiness, feeling abundant, feeling
Mm-hmm.
You know, we always just have to come back to the present time, the present moment of the here and now, and not go too much into the future, not go too much into the past, because that's really what it's a distraction, a distortion. It
Yes.
it just
True.
robs us from
Uh-huh.
living our precious life, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
A few weeks ago, and you know, we're all human. We all dip into these fears sometimes, you know, these waves and stuff. And I was, you know, being awake in the middle of the night, I was like feeling fearful of my own health, and I was like, why is this coming up? Why am I having this fear? Well, obviously, you know, I'm a single mom with my son who needs assistance, extra assistance, and you know that is a, you know, a fear that, okay, what if something was to happen to me? You know, if something was to happen to you, you know, God, whatever you want to call it, it's going to take care of. We all have to feel like we're taking care of all the time,
Yeah.
all the time, all the time. And just coming back to the love that's inside of our hearts,
Mhm.
opening our hearts, and just knowing that everything's gonna be fine, regardless
Yeah.
of the chaos, regardless of the noise. Yeah, you know, just always
Mhm.
coming back into our hearts, and that to me has been really transformational.
Yes. And this transformation help us to strengthen our connection with faith, right? I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
yeah, just
Mhm.
trusting. It's huge when you walk a spiritual path. Trusting, knowing, you know, like I said, who you are, what you're doing, where you're going,
Uh-huh.
and knowing is trusting, you know.
Yes. And we have this inner knowing in the body anchors this inner knowing. And so, as you said about the artificial intelligence, we have this divine intelligence within that we can access and
Mhm.
get all the answers. We know, as you said, we know everything,
Yeah,
everything.
you know, it's like that compass inside of us, and that's really what we do, both of us. You know, we help
Yeah,
people, guide them into themselves, because we are our own best healers. And you know, but having that awareness, having that knowledge of how to access the records, how to access the quantum, how to, you know, that to me has been, it just makes all the difference in the world.
sure.
Yeah, because there's so many people out there still that are, they have these blinders, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they they don't know who they are. They don't know what they're doing. They just look outside of themselves for answers. And you know, even in the spiritual community, like I was scrolling through TikTok, and I see all these people, and you know, and they're all just really into like their tools, you know, like sage, like Palo Santo, and you know, all these tools. And I'm like, that's awesome, and I have them too, you know. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
trying to be um what is it called? Um, I'm not trying to criticize, but what I'm trying to see is like, oh my gosh, if we only knew the power that we have inside of us,
Exactly. I agree with
that
you.
we don't need any of that. I mean, it's awesome. It's great to manifest. It's great. They're tools, and yes, they're very helpful, and I still use them. But at the same time, I mean, you can make changes with just your mind, with just thinking
Mm-hmm.
of it, with just tapping into your body, like you're saying, Angela. You know, and
Yeah,
you don't even need a candle, a magic little candle. You know, these things
yeah,
are awesome. They're beautiful and they're cool and they're nice to have. But you could just think of the crystal and have access to the crystal's energy without having
mhm.
to hold it, you know, physically in your hands. So
I
this
agree.
is what I would love for people to get from this. You know, out of anything, that the power that they hold, um, it's just beyond with what they could just found, you know, even
Amazing.
imagine. Yeah. And that's really what we help people with, you know,
Mm-hmm.
tune in to their magic, tune into who they are.
Yeah.
And I feel like you do such an amazing job with this. You know, you
Thank
really
you,
do.
Judith. You too, honey. Judith, how can people reach you, find you?
So on my profile, I have my websites. I have judithmramos.com. You could go there through social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I mean, it's all the links are there. I do have a link tree.
Mhm.
That's Judith M.
Okay,
Ramos.
you
Yeah,
can
so all the links are there.
later posting the link, post the link tree, right?
Yeah,
In the comment box. You can
yeah,
type
yeah.
there,
And then
post
in the
there.
link tree, you also have access to free resources. And one of my free resources is a hypnosis download where you could go into your higher self. You could go inward, and it helps you get the answers to what's holding you back, really.
Mhm. And there also there is a calendar link
Mhm.
or your calendar link so that people, if you want to book a call with you or a session.
Yes, it's all in there. And
Okay.
I'm happy
Woo,
to,
amazing.
yeah, to see anybody with any problem. I mean, yeah, like I said, we don't niche. People that do this type of work, we don't niche. So whatever it is that you feel, if you feel like I could help you, or Angela, like we're here, we're of service, to
Yeah.
humanity. And that's the biggest thing, Angela, like it's just a thing that we have since like childhood, really, like just a mission of like
Mm-hmm.
here to do something bigger. We're here to serve, we're here to be of service. And that
Exactly.
to me is very important.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Live out your mission, live your mission every
Yeah.
single day.
And I feel blissful, really. And
Mhm.
I'm kind of emotional to see you right here, with this amazing woman, gifted. Oh my God. And now you are so aligned, so rooted into your feminine as well. So beautiful, in and out.
Thank you so
So I know that my mission with you is complete. And now
much,
we're
right?
driving.
Shoot off like a shooting star. I'm so grateful to have met you and to have get to know your technology and your
Oh
magic.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, sure.
Very
So
liking.
Judith, anything else would you like to say before we end? A special message?
No, I mean, I just want people to remember who they are, to remember that we all hold the answers within, that we could all go within, that we all have access to that there's nobody, you know, sometimes we put people on pedestals, and you really don't have to. What you have to do is put yourself on a pedestal.
Oh, that's something
You
important.
know yourself, and that's where all the answers are, the guidance, the
Yeah,
magic, and
find
we're
the
not
man.
there. I'm
You
sorry.
are your own master. You have to find not people. People, they're just helpers. You and me, we just lead you because we are leaders, global leaders, but we lead you to your own path of mastery,
Exactly. That's
self-mastery.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so important. I would tell my clients that, you need to
Yeah,
learn that,
sure.
because at 3 in the morning, I'm not going to be around to save you. I'm not going to be, when you need this the most, you need to be able to have access to it, to know it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes with just your own breathing, it bring you the calm that you're seeking, that you need, just by breathing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all breathing. We all know how to breathe. We just need to know how to. Um, I guess we don't all know how to breathe, but I mean, it's something that we do automatically. But when you do it with intention, and when you do it, in a certain way, you're able to fill yourself with love, with light, with
Mm-hmm.
God, inside of you, and it makes all the difference in the world. So don't forget to breathe. That's my number one.
Yes. Sure.
Intentionally. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, Judith. So
Thank you,
thank you
love.
so much for your time, your energy, and your beauty here, your magic. Okay. Really, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Angela.
Yes, don't forget to post your links. All
Oh yeah,
right?
if I do that. Thank you. Thank you for having
Okay.
me.
Bye, honey.
Bye. I'll see you soon. Take care, guys.